Hey guys, I'm Dave from Rpela, just showing you the new installation for the Rpela Pro. This is the box that you get. Inside the box you get instructions, the subunit where you're not using the main device, the kit that will help you install it with this sandpaper and the inserts, the USB charge cable. Please use this one, don't use the old AC wall charger or 12 volt charger, make sure you use this cable. Charge it while it's in the board, and so it's going to be less wear on the seals. This is the main housing kit, which comes in the box. This is the adhesion, which keeps the electrodes nice and firmly stuck to your board. And this is the main power unit, which will be recharged, and this is going to protect you from the sharks. Once you've got it all out, mark where the device is going to be sitting, the back electrode in front of your rear fin plug. Mark where this is and get it nice and central up the center of the board for the front electrode. Also making sure when you wrap it around the tail, you're going to be able to clear your deck plug. So put a mark on the back here where that is. Once you've marked the area where it's going to be, move the tape away. Inside the install kit is some sandpaper. Use the first sheet of sandpaper and sand the entire area. All the way under the tail, right up to the front. Once you've done that, use the second piece of sandpaper, do it all again. Make sure there's no wax on the sandpaper. Then the best way to do it is get a hose the bottom of your board. If there's any water that beads on there, do it all over again. You've got to make sure there's absolutely no wax or residue on the bottom of this board. Once you've got it in place, use a nice clean cloth to wipe it down, wipe the whole board down, and then you can start the tape install. Peel the backing paper off the tape. And remember that there's also a backing tape on the two electrodes. Make sure you remove that. So now you've got your mark where it has to sit. Make sure that mark is in the same place at the tail, so there's enough room to reach the deck position. And pulling it nice and firmly, start pushing the sticker down. Sometimes it helps if you've got a second person to do this. Make sure there's no air bubbles or wrinkles. Then after that you can remove the adhesive backing paper. And you're ready to flip the board and do the other side. Carefully turn the board over. There's an adhesive on the double-sided tape, which is on the board, on the underside of the housing. Remove this. This is option 1 for the installation. Option 2 is to use the inserts, which are drilled, and it fastens the housing to the tail of the board. Once you've got this in place, make sure you clear your leash plug. Firmly push this down. Any extra tape you can wrap underneath the housing. Make sure it's firmly in place. This is the USB charge cable. Charge it in the board. Plug it with the positive and negative as it shows in the instructions. plug it into the board. It can be charged either in your car, but make sure it stays in the board. Unless you're changing boards, do not take the main power unit out. The main power unit is also good for 2.5 hours runtime, so you'll be able to surf with this for 2.5 hours. A light will appear and start flashing at 2 hours, allowing you the last 30 minutes you'll know that you're running low on battery. When you charge it, a blue light will come on. This blue light will stay on for 2.5 hours while it's fully charging. It runs at a 3 amp charge outlet. You can use a standard charge outlet from a normal USB with this. Please leave it in the board. This unit here can stay in this one and only change it as necessary. Once you take it out, put in the subunit, which is this white subunit. This goes in, saves the wear on the seals, and also protects the contacts. Once you've charged it, it's all ready to go. Put it in the water. As you paddle out, run your hand past the front electrode, which will be almost under your chest. You'll feel a pulse coming out. You won't get a shock from this, but you'll feel a nice pulse coming out. You really need to do this to make sure it's running properly. If it's not running properly, bring it back to the shore, check it out, make sure that if there's any other issues with charging or connection. If there's any other problems, just give us a call. We're happy to help you out. So we have an option B to install the housing, and this is simply by choosing a position where the housing goes, remove the main power unit, make sure you're happy where it sits on the back, clearing the leash plug in between either your tail, or if it's on a SUP, it doesn't need to be behind your tail pad. Mark the location, and then using a 3mm drill bit, drill a small hole here. Make sure you clear this cable, you don't punch through the cable. Drill this one again. Remove the housing, and then by using the putty, the epoxy putty that's provided in the pack, roll this up, wet your fingers, with normal fresh water. Roll this putty around until the green and white is one color. And then using the two inserts, put the putty on the inserts, push them in the two holes. And once they're in the holes, then you can place the unit in place, locating it, and then wait 30 minutes for it to dry. Use the two self-tappers that are provided in the install kit. Put them in the housing, fasten it down nice and tight. This is mainly just for like longboards that don't use a tail pad. So it's a secondary option if you want to put extra security to keep this on the back of your board. Again, if you get any problems or anything, give us a call. We can help you out.